Good morning. I pray that you're going to have the most awesome Ephesians 3 and 20 new year. Good morning. If you can just come in the room right quick. Just come in the room right quick. I have some things to do today. But I do just want to touch bases with you guys and welcome you to this 2018. The year of total new. The year that has been orchestrated and designed just for you. Good morning, Miss Trina. I want you to know today, as this year began yesterday, and I didn't get on yesterday because I said family time and agendas, but revamped. Still revamping, still working some things, because when all things are new, you have to embrace everything is new. No more old stuff. And that goes to many of you are still on this resolution technology stuff. But can you revolutionize the evolution that's already started for your resolution? Simply meaning, do you not know the greatest way to see success? Good morning, Cynthia. Long time no see. In order to have success, you must first begin with you. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. You have to develop a consistency. You have to work on you to develop a habit to form to change your life. If things don't work the first time, you have to make up in your mind to keep being consistent about it. Redevelop, rework it to make it happen. This is the year where everything that you have been feeling, have been anticipating, can manifest. Note I said can. Because if you don't put the work in, even though it's prepared and ready for you, you still got to make sure you know how to separate your harvest, store up, deposit. Because in the dry seasons, you can reap. The reason many of us do not see a continuous flow, even in the dry seasons, hey sissy, is because we don't know how to gather during our seasons, to deposit, to sow, to understand a harvest. This is the season of full access, acceleration. But are you prepared that when the seasons have gone, that you can still survive? This is the time that you got to know and understand without a shadow of a doubt, this is my winning season. But what does my mindset tell me? What does my mindset dictate about this season? And what am I willing to do to make sure I'm not faltering and losing momentum? My tractions are still on the ground. I'm not getting stuck and I'm not getting stagnant. If you don't understand the issues of where you're going, stop and ask. There's a lot of wise people out there. There's a lot of technology out there. But experience is the greatest teacher. Talk to someone that is, ask God. Thank you, God. That's where we got to get back to. We got to go back. Even though God gave us the plan, we have to go back and keep him first in all of it. Can't we make a vow this year that before I get, good morning, Pastor Robinson, Apostle Robinson, before I get going on what I know God gave me, can I keep him first? Can I consider him as he considered me? While yes, we are winning, it's time to give birth. It's time for us to see the new, but are you ready to embrace the change with it? You will resist change, but with change comes much resistance. But resistance is necessary for growth. Resistance is necessary for promotion. Resistance is necessary for success. Because if things are not resisted, you know they can't grow. Your body resists the growing of the baby because you have to feel the pains. You feel the stretching. You feel it. Now, we were stretched last year. We were stretched beyond capacity last year. And we had to be emptied. in order for God to come in and fill and take precedence this year. If you have not, and it's not too late, even in the new year, deposited all the old stuff out. Because now you got to pull it out and deposit it where it need to go and flush it. If you have not allowed the detoxification last year, so God can come in and have full precedent and residence this year, it's still not too late. You cannot fully tell me you're ready for your new if your old stuff is still ringing in your head. Yes, we are human. Good morning, babies. Good morning, loves. But at the same time, you have got to give God back what's his. This is your time where divine access and supernatural increase and supernatural favor, all that, because I've been feeling it even way before now. I endured my years. As Joel said, now it's time for me to reap. But now I'm wiser. I made notes. The Holy Spirit spoke so profoundly yesterday, and I had to call my father, and he will be on a live with me one day this week soon when we get our schedules agenda together. That God is speaking bigger because I allow myself to go through my process. Did I say the process was beautiful? No. Did I say it was comfortable? No. But I realized this, that which I want, I'm the greatest hindrance to it, because I never asked for myself. I did for others. While people are laughing and calling me old-fashioned, I prophesied I was supposed to be in a relationship with somebody in the year. But if the relationship doesn't compliment you, it waters you, why put yourself out? You have got to make in your mind, I'm not taking it to settle for it. I don't have to be in tune with the rhythm of everybody else. I don't have to be in a relationship because everybody said, well, what's on me? I need a relationship to allow myself to settle. The only thing I'm going to do is establish and settle in the region and the land I'm in, to take proper and rights and territories and do kingdom. Because if I whistle while I work, they will come. No, Ruth whistled while she worked, and it was changed for her greater. We don't need any more small mindsets. We don't need any more comfortability. We don't need any more stagnation and procrastination. We don't need any more fear. Because greater is he that is in us than anything that's out there. We got to understand and know that God is a great God. And if it weren't meant for us to dream and get greater and bigger, he would have never told us greater works, greater things shall we do. We got to get back into that mindset and that mentality. My worship is for real. My worship will change the dynamics of the atmosphere to bring forth the miracles, signs, and wonders that I pray for. You are the miracle, sign, and wonder. When your worship changes, when your prayers changes, when your lifestyle of independent intimacy with God changes to the point that if I have them, I'm good. If I don't, I'm better. Long as I got Jesus. And you listen to this, because when you consider him first, all other things will come. He will count it all joy and bless you in the process. You got to understand and know without a shadow of a doubt that you are his and he is yours. Your worship is required now to go to another level. Your praise is required now to go to another level, because what's getting ready to enter through the doors is not going to go to a hospital. Don't have time. Their life is about to get ready to be flatlined. And that atmosphere has to be contingent to speak and bring life. When the dead fall out on the floor, can the service, can the anointing, can the charge in the environment revive and bring life? Can it bring life? Your whole life has changed this year. You have a new smell. You have a new aroma. You have a new mandate. Your oil is vital. Your oil has switched your platforms. It has switched your mandate. Now, you got to do what's in you. Put God first, and I guarantee you, nothing will go lacking. You got to change some things in this season. Everything is getting ready to come down. We're not stuck on the roller coaster ride no more. It's getting ready to come down. And it's coming down with full momentum. But can you step? Once you take one step today, I guarantee you the manpower will come.
Once you take one force of walking a day, I guarantee you everything that's been stagnant, held up on the court of decision, on the desk of indecisiveness, when they keep playing with your stuff, it will have to be released. And God said, clear, and launch. This is your winning time. And full acceleration is coming through. He's going to send you all that you need when you embrace the new of you. When you consider who you are now, you are the vital component. You are the fuel that's necessary for this launch. And you got to see the best in you. You got to come up with some things today to make it work. We got to start processing and changing things, if it's a little bit at a time. My prayer life is changing. My fasting is more important than eating. My temple is more vital than trying to be the next best grade. I don't go along with a fad and with worldly. I stick to the spiritual apprehensions and the spiritual comprehension of the Bible. And if you are not good at comprehending, we have to come back and study to receive it, to get it. The reason many schools in the in my area, in this area I'm in, are failing is because reading and math go together. And if they can't comprehend what they're reading, they can't add, to divide, to multiply what's receiving. We have to go back to the basics here while being advanced. You have to be advanced in order to be basic. But you got to be basic now in order to be advanced. You got to go back to the little stuff that made no sense. You got to go back to the little components that you thought that just tedious and took up time. You got to flip the role now, because that which you forgot, go back out and do it over again. Go back out and launch and watch it work. I promise you, on the day alone, I received some great news. Move on with your life, but at the same time, love who you are and pray for the success of everybody. But don't forget yourself. It's okay to be selfish with you this year, because this is your winning time. This is the year that all that seemed like you fought and you've been stretched to the point that you don't even know how you keep being stretched, but you keep being stretched. That God is coming in and pouring himself in now. And when he has full presidents and residents, unprecedented, uncommon, unknown, unnoted, ain't even a word for it, things that will come. He will be shown in you. Step on it and get it. Operate in him. Put him first as you put everybody else first. And when you put him first, him in you will raise up in you to place you where he desires for you. Have you considered yourself first lately? Can you be consistent with some things in you today? Can you go forward in you today? And no, listen to this now. Because if God is already in you, he can't sit still. He can't be stifled. You've been stretched to the point that water is thicker than you. Now open up and let God come in and show you exactly who you are. This is the time in this month alone that dreams from 10 years ago are manifesting so quick that it's going to knock you off. But don't you lose your stance. Don't you get cocky and big-headed. Pray this prayer. I pray all the time. These simple words: God, keep me humble. Keep me submissive. Keep me close to you. That as you do what you do, I don't get out of you. I don't get cocky. I don't get cocky. And I don't get comfortable. Oh, excuse me. Kaya, take care of mama. Go to Kaya. She's going to turn it. We got to allow God to show many that have mocked us. Because when they mocked the God that we serve, they mocked us. And this is the time that I ain't comfortable no more. This is the time my words are going to come to action. This is the time that the words that are coming out my mouth, people will understand the God in my life. This is the time that I'm no longer living from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, and I got more than I ever had and can't balance. This is the year that everything that my mouth speaks, my Father ordains because it's His will for me. This is the day that I'm not willing and obedient to settle for less. I'm willing and obedient to settle for the greatest thing ever, who sees so much in me when I faltered before. This is the year that I will allow where I've been stretched to the point I don't know how I'm living. I will trust God to come in and come be back with me. I will trust Him to come in and sup with me. And that I long for in the physical, He will take and fulfill me all over. And when God is in the building, mess can't come. When God is in the building, things die. When God is in the building, I ain't comfortable with not using my gifts properly. I'm not comfortable with not opening my mouth. I'm not comfortable. Because comfort, I can't say anything about the sin around me. This is the day that I say the lives attached to me live. I'm not a murderer. I am a lifeliner. This is the day I give God full access to the acceleration that's coming. God fills me, and God keeps me. God supplies. No longer denied. This is winning time. This is the new day that you asked for. Give Him full precedence and residence and watch things change like that. You got to give Him the full access. So acceleration can now go. We're no longer unfocused, but we're focused on Him. Share the message and listen to it again. It's time for you to go now. It's okay that you go and live this life that's already been ordained for you from day one. Enjoy your new one. Enjoy your Ephesians 3:20 through 21 year. Enjoy it. With God on the inside. I love you. I love you. This is your access year. This is where things change in your favor.
Thank you.
No more drought, no more lack, no more defeat, no more blockages. It's going to be a continuous flow as long as you let God in. You ain't been stretched for free. Now tell Him to come fill you. Feel you. Feel you. Love you. Have the most awesome.
I love you.
Awesome.
Mom,
Day.
Mom, where's my
Ever.
cream?
Mwah.
Mom, where's my cream? Mom, where's my cream?
What did you have, Mama?